Okay, we are pushing video to OBS now, which means we should be live, hopefully.
We might be.
All
Hey, I think we are.
right.
Hello.
Hey
Hey,
everyone, good morning. It is
there's no such thing
Xbox
as a good morning,
Indie Day.
Steve.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
technically, it's almost afternoon for me. So,
Right. Must be nice.
If my new
yeah, East
editing
Coast is
machine...
really nice, Ash. I'm glad to hear you actually jealous.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Existence is pain.
Yeah.
There
How's
was
everybody
Hey.
doing?
I will
You
say
know.
I missed out on the two major pre-orders of the morning. Limited Run Games had the Sega Astro City Mini, which is like a tiny arcade
Oh,
machine
right.
that plays like Virtua Fighter,
Oh,
and I
okay.
totally missed it. And I missed the Animal Crossing amiibo cards this morning too. They sold
Oh,
out.
I heard that
like,
was a mess. Like that's just looking at it. It seemed like on the same level as like PS5
yeah.
trying to get that.
I was I
Mhm.
didn't think it'd be a big deal because Target announced that it was like a per store local pickup only kind of deal, and I was like, I live in a small area, with like not a ton of Animal Crossing fans. I was like, it shouldn't be a big deal. So I went downstairs, I made my kids breakfast, and I was like, I'll just pull up my phone as soon as I'm done, and I'll order the cards and I'll go pick them up today, and they were gone. like,
Mhm.
and
Uh-huh.
yeah, so joke's on me. I guess I should have been up
My
at 6 a.m. mashing the pre-order button for a pack of cards.
my Banjo amiibo and Byleth and Terry amiibo should arrive today from that pre-order. So
Nice.
I'll probably have
Yeah.
those on display tonight for tonight's TNT.
Actually, yeah, I was able to order my Banjo-Kazooie
And
amiibo last night, so I should be able to pick it up by then.
Amy was really funny because Nintendo Life said that, like, hey, those Skyward Sword Joy-Con are up for pre-order on Amazon
Oh.
UK. So I'm like, she sent me the link. It's like, I can't get on this. I can't order from it. So she contacted John, and John, it's like, I'll pay you.
Nice.
And John got it pre-ordered for her.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get those. I still haven't been able to get my hands on a pre-order for those.
Mhm.
So if you're listening, Nintendo, which I doubt you are because it's an Xbox presentation we're doing, but
Right.
for
Yeah.
some reason you're watching, please send 3 of those. All right, we all need them.
Right.
Real quick, Trevor Salinger is asking predictions. By the way, the reason we don't have any video up right now, like for a countdown or thing like that, it's because it's only on Twitch and they're hosting something called Xbox On, where these two guys are playing It Takes Two. So it was like, probably shouldn't have that on video.
Yeah, it should be
Mhm.
starting in about 5 minutes. But
Right.
I don't want to predict, but I'll tell you what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for either Cuphead or Silk Song. Those are the
Yeah.
two things I'm here
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, those are the two
Yeah,
big
same.
ones.
Yeah,
Hades
I
on
agree.
Xbox would also be big, but that's just sort of that's not exactly exciting because I've already played it on that. For as far as new content for me,
Mhm.
those are the two big ones.
Yeah,
Right.
I would love to
Yeah.
see anything new from Yacht Club too. If they have anything to
Oh,
show,
God, yeah.
I'd be
Mm.
thrilled.
Although
But
they usually lead with Nintendo platforms, they kind of even admit themselves. We're like, we're usually first on Nintendo. So I
Yeah.
don't know if I'd expect Yacht Club, but I would love to see them
Oh,
for sure.
I have heard rumbles of Katana Zero,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
like a
that'd be
follow up to
cool.
that, which I did
Oh,
enjoy the
follow-up.
original
All right.
Katana Zero.
Yeah,
Definitely
Yeah, that was
ends
a
on
cool game.
cliffhanger. I'd have to replay because I don't remember too much of that game's story because
Mhm.
I remember it was a drug idle mess.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. No, it was a cool game.
on purpose. That's not a jibe against it. That's really how it is.
Yeah. Game Boy asks, "Are you guys hyped about the reboot of Perfect Dark?" I know Steve really is, right, man?
Oh hell yeah. I'm not
Yeah.
expecting to see it here because I don't think it qualifies
No.
as indie, but
Mm.
Microsoft is known to really stretch the definition of what indie means. So you never know.
Very
but,
true.
I
Yeah.
don't think
I don't
we'll
think we'd.
see.
I saw somebody say Ori. I don't think we'll get an Ori 3 yet. Ori 3 seems like
Nah.
something they'd have saved for a much bigger presentation than Indies. No offense to Indies, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ori's
I
one
would
of
think it's a
their
little bit too soon.
Indies, sort of their little darling game. Or
Yeah.
but it's funny we say Cuphead DLC, but we're like, not Ori. So that's.
That's true, but
Yeah.
I also feel like it's maybe just a bit soon for Ori. Cuphead, it's been longer, since Cuphead released, right?
Yeah, it's been a few
So
years.
there's been
since-
more time for DLC, for the DLC to be revealed, released.
Mhm.
But Perfect Dark, I'm not looking forward to it. I was just always more of a GoldenEye guy. So Perfect Dark's cool, and I'm certainly intrigued by the reboot, but I'm not like, I gotta have it now, you know?
Yeah.
I'm with you on
I
that.
get you.
But I say, hey, not that it would qualify as indie at all, but if they were actually ever able to come to some deal with Nintendo and release that GoldenEye, Xbox Live remake,
I
would be
don't think it was.
hype.
I don't think it was Nintendo. I think the one that held it up was the Bond license holders.
Oh, I thought I'd heard it was both. I thought that was just there were too many licensing issues on all three ends, and that Nintendo wouldn't budge, the license holders wouldn't budge.
I watched the What Happened, and I believe it was just
Okay.
the bigger issue tends to be the Bond license holders.
Yeah, that's true. I know they're very, very protective of the IP, and I know Barbara Broccoli, who I think is like the owner of the series or whatever, the steward. I think she said it was too, like she saw GoldenEye as too violent and not really all about what Bond actually is, and
then they
fair,
asked the
I
Hitman
guess.
guys to make a
Yeah.
Bond game.
right, that's true. That would be really cool. But man, I would love to be able to play that. And like, I don't play a lot of online shooters. Well, I don't play any online shooters. But if they release that remake or that remastering of GoldenEye, I'd be on that shit. Hell yeah, I
Same.
would.
Yeah.
I have it.
Yeah.
And so it was available on the Internet Archive. Somebody threw it up there. So I downloaded an Xbox 360 emulator and checked it out. And man, I just wish they could have released it. I really do, because it is a
Me
really
too.
cool way to play that game.
Yeah, I watched an LP of it. I don't know whose LP, I can't remember, but it just looked so good. I was like, oh, this is exactly what I thought it looked like back then, but it's not. It looked way worse, and this looks amazing now.
Yeah, it's interesting how our minds kind of fill in the visual gaps in these older 3D games. Like you remember them, and you look at it. You can even look at a remaster and be like, oh yeah, that's what it looked like. What did they change? And you have to go back and see the game proper and be like, wow.
Yep.
I mean, you can even go back to the game playing it yourself and be like, yeah, this is exactly how I remember it.
Right. That's
Good.
why Ocarina of Time 3D was such a good remake, because it hit that sweet spot of really updating the graphics in a way that made you think that's what they always looked like. But nope, you go back and play the N64 version, and it's like, holy crap, this game looks so much better.
Yep.
All right.
Someday we'll get an Ocarina of Time remake, a proper one.
Oh
That'd be
man,
nice.
please.
All right,
Please.
so here we go.
All right. What are we in for?
What's going on, everyone? Welcome on into the ID at Xbox
All right.
Showcase right here on
Man,
Twitch
she's got
Gaming.
the most
Now, I am one
RGB'd
of your
out
co-hosts
PC
today,
ever.
Story Mode Bear, and I have the honor of being joined by the incredible Trisha Hirschberger. Trisha, how are you feeling today?
Being joined by the incredible
No.
Story Mode.
Oh, I like this. A nice little love fest.
Yeah.
Right.
This
How are
is
you
so
doing
exciting.
today?
Right? I'm doing good.
I love
I'm really
Brianna's
excited.
lighting.
I mean, Brianna and I
Yeah,
today are gonna
I
walk you
have
through so
2
many
packs of
exciting
those,
things.
but
We're
no
gonna
place to
unveil
put 'em
new
up.
games. We're gonna talk
Mhm.
Those are
Oh,
these
really
are nano
nice.
leaf tiles, and I love them,
So
but
on
they
today's
are.
show,
I
we're
had
gonna
them in my
be
old apartment before I
showcasing and
moved here,
celebrating indie
but there's just
Xbox
no good
games,
place in
right?
this room
And
to
we'll
put
have
them up.
so many talented devs
Mhm.
joining us
Brian
throughout
Calabro says
day
the
to
stream
talk
is a
about
little
their
low
games
volume
and
for them.
games.
Yeah, sorry.
But
Let me
then
turn it up.
too,
It's
among
always a
us,
crapshoot with
Milo Bay,
these.
Supine,
I mean,
Toby
at least it's not a
Sator,
YouTube premiere where we have to worry
Dexter,
about the
Menendez,
blasting everybody's
and
ears for a
Detroit
while.
Oh my
guests.
goodness,
We'll
Right.
sit down
can't,
for a conversation with some of our favorite
My mouse
streamers
disappears
and
as soon as I go to the
including
stream.
awesome folks like
Oh,
Kate
that's
I
so
just-
annoying when that happens.
I just realized she has a Jessica
Jedi
Rabbit
Age
figure.
and Technique
That's what that
and
is
Blank
blurred out
Pursuit.
behind her.
So many
Hold
fun
on.
Oh, it
Special
totally is. You're right.
interviews with Chris Charla from
That's
ID
cool.
Xbox. And
For some
throughout the
reason,
day,
you
we're
said
gonna
when
be
you said
dropping
Jessica Rabbit,
exclusive new game
to my
trailers
mind
as
came
well. So
Lola
if you're an
Bunny,
indie
and I'm like,
games
wait a
fan,
minute, that
this is
can't
gonna
be.
super
Yeah.
We'll have Victoria
Yeah,
Fran
I was like,
Yeah.
that can't be.
here to discuss
She's
Among
not
Us.
bad. She's just
Gwen
drawn that
Foster
way.
and Trina from Chicago Club
Yeah.
will chat.
Right.
I'm trying to figure
Their
out what
Hey.
all the
pot.
stuff on the posters
Louis,
and stuff.
Louis Antonio
are
from
with
Annapurna
Brianna.
Interactive will
Or
get
Brianna.
into
Hey,
their
Master of
Fantasy
Hyrule's
game
here.
in
Thanks
12
for,
minutes. I cannot
Hey there.
wait to
Hey.
Yeah.
see some of that.
Thanks for joining us, man.
We've also
The
got
presentation,
Graham
what's it
Smith
about?
and Ian
It's
Campbell
about,
from Dreambox Studios.
indies
They're gonna
on
be
Xbox.
here discussing
Yeah, it's just an
Nobody Saves
Xbox
the
indie
World.
event.
Zach
Twilord with the
Blue
€2
from Bunny Hub
donation.
will get into all
No
things
Master
Moongrove
Chief and
Bay.
PS All Stars
Mark
reveal.
Foster and
Yeah,
David
he'd
Fenn
probably
as
say
the
prediction.
Bears
I
talk about
I'll
Death's
back you up
Door.
on that.
We
Yeah.
have a pack
Oh.
lineup.
Oh, yes,
for you today.
you're right.
So, it is going
Thomas
to
Malone.
be
She has a
awesome. And as I
Keyblade
mentioned,
next to
we will
Jessica Rabbit, and
have
on the
that
right side of
second
her, or our right side of her left, there's the Master Sword.
Yes.
I see
oh
that
my
now.
gosh,
Okay.
I am so
Yep.
Where-
excited about
so
this. Now,
where's
before
the
we do
Xbox
get started
stuff?
with
I was like,
our
hey,
show,
Trisha, this is
I
kind of
do wanna
off-brand.
remind everyone at home, please sound off in the chat. We want to know what you guys think.
I'm not-
I mean,
I-
I
apparently
already
some
see
people
the
recognize
chat
Trisha.
moving
I am
and
not
shaking
familiar
as
with
it
Trisha, I'll
is.
be
Yeah, I'm
honest.
not
I'm
familiar
super
with
I'm not
excited
either.
about this.
either of
So
these
without
two
further
streamers.
ado, I want to remind everyone throughout today's
Mitchell Monroe,
I just like
Jessica
it.
Rabbit for Kingdom Hearts 4
Twitch
confirmed.
Gaming
Oh,
Indie Game
please.
Oh, man,
Showcase,
right.
we will be airing
Yeah.
exclusive new game
Having
But yeah,
trailers
no,
for the
I,
very first time.
Oh, that would be
Some
so
will
weird.
feature
That would be
gameplay
so
updates
weird.
to highly anticipated indie
Yeah,
titles.
I don't recognize
Others
either of
will
these
be
streamers. I just like
brand
that actually,
new,
Xbox
never
is
before
leading with,
seen
the
game
diversity
trailers.
angle here,
But
which is
that's
great.
not all we
I love,
have.
love to see
So
that.
make sure you
Oh
stay
yeah, Kingdom
tuned
Hearts is
throughout
on
the
Game
show
Pass
and
now.
share your
And Master of
reactions
Hyrule,
in
yeah,
the
I don't
Twitch chat.
think I'm going to be going to too many games this year. I don't really
let's go
think they've
ahead
announced
and
anything
get
much
into
of
it.
but,
First up, we're dropping some new
cool. There's
gameplay
always good
trailers.
stuff here.
Let's take a
I
look.
hope PAX West
Still-
sneaks in.
Still seeing people ask to turn it up a bit.
Oh, all right.
Okay, here we go. Got our new game here. World premiere.
Oh man, it looks like every other game.
I immediately thought like Crisis.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, folks.
And Halo.
I mean,
now.
it looks
That's just
nice,
a
but they're-
warthog.
I have turned it up all the way. Let me full screen it again.
Hey, get your shots, people. That guy just did.
I just want to say this is such a cool name. We have someone in the chat named Face Me Like a God, which you'd have to say it like that every time. That's a really
Right.
cool name, man.
Movement
it
options are
doesn't-
pretty cool.
It doesn't look bad. I wonder if this is Bright Memory 2 or something.
Maybe. I felt like I was so nonchalant. I was like, "What the heck did you just put on my
Yeah.
chest? What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
And then
I'll be honest, I'm not loving the animation quality here.
the jumping from thing to thing really quickly is pretty cool, but the animations themselves are a little rough. But again, indie, so
Yeah.
The world looks nice. Like I love
is.
the explosion effects and the particle effects. That looks great.
It's visually
But
impressive
it's also just
for
a
an
shooter.
indie.
yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Spider Walker.
absolutely not my kind of game, really. So
Yeah, it's just like
And
it's
giant-
so on
I
brand.
love how the vehicles that keep introducing just get more and more ridiculous.
Yeah.
see,
I
like,
mean,
the-
this actually does look pretty cool, but it also is very on the very kind of on brand thing for an Xbox event to lead with. Period.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just what I'm finding is that the animations, specifically like the enemy melee animations, are really stiff and kind of like floaty.
Mhm.
Like the character kicked someone earlier, and they just kind of like
What the heck? Okay, they're getting like Dragon Zords and crap in here. This is like I'm liking the mounting escalation.
Yeah.
Just giant robot
Uh-huh.
with axe, mechanical dragon. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what exactly we're witnessing. Like, there's a lot going on, and I feel like I'd be way more interested in being in the point of view of one
It
of
kind
those
of feels
giant
like we're
robots.
humans watching Transformers fight.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in the middle of a Transformers movie.
I will say on the
Pixel
actual stream
Mecha.
itself, it's 60 frames per second, and that makes it look nicer for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool. You know, not really my kind of game, but it
I
looks
mean,
nice.
I like the designs are because they're all silver. Is like, didn't
Yeah.
get that interesting. But
The game.
I liked all the the actual stuff that was in there.
I'll say I like. The
Oh, Fantasy
environments
Thinker
of
fan
this.
says this is Exomecha. They showed it last year, so I guess we already knew what it was.
So yeah, I'll be honest. Up to this point, I've not really paid attention to Xbox indies.
By giving you a special assignment.
I
It's
like the
funny with
visuals
Xbox
of this
indies
one.
because like during the Xbox Live Arcade era, like Xbox 360 era, Xbox indies they were actually the ones to really bring indies into the fore with games like Shank and
yeah.
Limbo and stuff like that. They were actually really good about it, and then they kind of dropped off and let PlayStation and Nintendo kind of take up the indie mantle. And I guess now they want to, you know, kind of go back into it.
Twilo with another €2 donation says, "Oh no, gritty shooter kids are indie devs. I'm old." I mean, had to happen. Honestly, that didn't look gritty just because of all the silver stuff, and I don't know.
Yeah, this
This-
game looks a bit more gritty and cyberpunky.
This reminds me of what was that game one? What was it? I think it was the original Xbox, maybe Xbox 360. That was 4-player top-down shooter like this, where multiplayer and you're fighting like zombies and other monsters. My
Oh,
friends play
man.
it all the time. And
I
I
feel
can't
like I know
remember
what you're talking about, but the name's not coming to me either.
what was it.
The Ascent looks okay.
It looked okay. The
Yeah.
Ascent, not really my thing.
Oh, this
Hey,
looks.
decent multiplayer.
All right, this looks immediately more interesting.
Onion Head and Jellyfish Land.
Oh, that's cool. All right, this has my attention.
Yeah.
Air Dash is kind of cool.
I like this. This is
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You right in the. He's Jack Frost.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Visually,
It's funny you were
I
thinking
love-
Jack Frost. I was thinking Cloud.
I love the presentation of this so far.
Me too. The music's great. Oh wow, look at that.
Stylization would go a long way.
Oh, that turtle's cool looking.
Oh my goodness.
Wolfstar, guys, come on. This animation looks like it was made in dreams. Come on,
Oh,
boys.
this looks really cool.
Yeah, this looks like a really chill game to play. I would love to see more chill, relaxing games from
Omno,
Xbox.
please make that legible. I'm gonna guess Omno.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, Omno. And Wolfstar, it's less about the animation specifically, just more the overall aesthetic and just feel of what we're looking at, for at least for me. But I agree, the animation isn't like the best ever.
You kind of go in with different expectations.
This is interesting.
What's this?
I'm not sure.
I feel like we've seen this one before, but I can't place a name to it.
I feel like I've seen something that looks like it before. I don't know if I've actually seen this.
Oh, looks like a budget Pikmin there for a sec.
A little bit.
Oh, I see.
Jonathan Ober is really excited. Cannot wait for this.
I mean, it looks cool. so
Apparently,
far.
the two previous games were also going to be on Game Pass, so
Yeah. Bander Essence looks kind of like Don't Starve. You're right, it does. It does remind me of
You
that.
know, Game Pass would be a fantastic vehicle for indies because
yeah.
a lot of indies are ones that I would love to take a chance on, but don't necessarily have enough information to make a purchase yet.
That definitely looked like a Stone Talus there.
Yeah,
Wild at Heart.
looks interesting.
Using
Yeah.
the font from Where the Wild Things Are.
Oh, totally. It is, yeah.
Hype Train Digital. And then they actually showed a Hype Train.
I mean, they're on brand.
Yeah, there it is.
Nice. Colton Pender says, just joining, what did I miss? Not too much. You missed a pretty cool looking game called Omno, and then you missed like an isometric shooter-ish game, and then just a shooter. and then a Don't Starve-ish looking game.
I like the music.
Yeah, that's this.
Oh man, you really do build a Hype Train. Like, this is...
Oh, that literally is what this is. Okay.
I guess so.
Jero17X with a good point. This is very fast-paced for a presentation. I agree. I like that Xbox is just bam, bam, bam. Let's just one game, next game, let's go.
I'm not sure. Is this like one of those survive? What are they called? Like survive item resource gathering games? Because I saw you
feels
like
like
gathering. You build up your
Oh,
train, you swim through
hell
the
no.
air, and get better stuff, and you continue on your train to other things.
This
All I know is
trailer-
that it has spider monsters and I'm not playing it.
This trailer is neat, but not very informative.
Yeah,
Right.
it reminds me of that thing, that raft, where you're in the middle of the ocean, build up a raft and get stuff, and like sharks attack and build up, take off pieces. Except it's a train, a void train. So
Okay.
I think like raft.
All right, Void Train. I see what you're doing
I'm glad
there.
somebody does.
Void Train looked really cool. The last one that we just saw. I was getting like
Damn, I was just
Outer
saying. I was
Wilds
just saying how
abduction
Jero17X said it's
kind of
great.
vibe
Just
from
bam, bam,
that.
bam, and now.
Brianna, were there any of those trailers that particularly jumped out at you?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of looking at, I think it was called Wild at Heart. It almost reminded me of Don't Starve a little bit. It looks like you're trapped in
There
the
you go.
forest.
They
maybe
brought
with
they brought in their own
friends.
reactions.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I mean, Xbox came out of the gate swinging with this showcase.
That's it. We just have to
I
get meta
am
to react
beyond
to the
excited to see
reactions.
what's next
I
up.
personally...
Right.
Oh yeah, the
reactions.
first one that they showed, that Exo Mecha game. I
I'm
saw
actually
kind of
surprised there's only about 16,000 people watching on Twitch.
Mech Battle Titanfall-esque thing.
Yeah, you
I
think
mean, the
maybe-
cool
I
news
guess-
is that a lot
well,
of these trailers
is
that we just
Xbox's
saw, if
core
not all
audience,
of them, I might be
though,
mistaken on
generally
this, but
the
a
type
lot
that
of
care
them
about indies
said
in general?
coming
I feel like maybe
2021.
not.
So those are games we can expect this year.
As much, at
like
least.
I said, I'm a big fan
I don't wanna
of
paint with
indie
too
games.
broad
I'm
a
a
stroke,
big fan of
but
the
I
ID
just
at
feel
Xbox
as
program,
though
which we'll get into
maybe
a little bit
Xbox's
later about how the
Xbox's core
specifics of
audience
the
is maybe
program
the
work.
least
But
receptive
bringing all these
to any of
indie
the big three.
games to light
I'll
is
be
what
honest,
it's all about.
now we're
So
actually into this presentation,
Omni,
I
we
would
got
not
to see a trailer for, and I've gotten to
expect
play a very early build of
anything
that, and
too
it is
big
so
in the
adorable.
Same.
So we've
Yeah.
got a lot of fun stuff coming up, and a lot of
So-
fun stuff. Here
Yeah,
that we've
seen.
seen
I'm not
already. It's
really
been
even
awesome.
expecting to see.
Brianna, do you
Cuphead,
play a lot of
the
indie
delicious
games
last
on your
course, but
Twitch
maybe
channel?
that would be really cool if we did.
I do. I kind of switch
Yeah,
off.
middle of
I
the day
mean,
on
my
a
favorite
weekday.
thing about indie games, honestly,
so
is the
is
art style.
Direct's
I
happen.
am such a sucker for not only good graphics,
We'll see.
but just visually appeasing
Fancy
games. And I
Fingerprint
feel
says
like
they're
with
indie lovers on
games,
every
you get
platform.
so
Ash,
much of
absolutely
that.
true, and I don't want to
And
paint with too broad a
also,
stroke.
by
It's
the way, I
definitely
do
true.
want to remind
I
the
just feel
Twitch
like I
chat
see
at home,
or I hear
please sound
Xbox
off.
fans
What game did you
discussing
see from
indies
that
the
last
least,
trailer?
but that's
Are you
also
excited
completely
about? I would love to hear it, and you
just
never know.
out of
Your
hand.
comment
Like I don't
ends
know
up
that I
right
don't have
here
any data to
on the
back
big
that up.
screen.
So
Yes,
So,
I see
Dragon
Burnt
Paul,
Toast, Burnt Toast TJ,
with the
or Burnt
Final
Toast
Fantasy 14
J
complete
in
edition
chat
since we
says,
sent
so
it
great
off
to see
right
such
now.
wonderful
So,
support for indies.
Johnny,
Yes, 100%,
Johnny of
yes.
someone called me Johnny was
So yeah,
very
that
kind
was Exo
and just
I
was
believe
like, hey,
Ascent was the name of the
I
second
can
one.
just get it for
Omni,
you if you
the
want. I'm
Violet
like,
Heart,
sure,
and
and he-
Void
he did it.
Train
And,
here at the end. Really, really
that was 3
cool.
days before they announced the
Oh,
sale.
yes, I am excited.
Oh,
Oh, I
yes,
love that
let's
word.
look at it
I
now.
want to
Okay,
see
so
this
here was
again.
So he got it bought it for full
Exo
price, and I felt
Mecha,
really
believe
bad. I
is
was
what
like,
this
dude,
one
do
was
you
called
want me to
again. And
refund
this
you
is
or
the one
something
that
like that?
some
Because I
people
feel
were
so bad for
comparing
him
to
spending that
Titanfall. I
extra
don't know.
money.
My
It's really
first thought when I
kind.
saw those mechs, I
Right.
saw kind of the circular light design in the center of
Yeah.
their chest, and I was like, Pacific
Oh, yeah.
Just,
Rim? Now, not all of them have that, but
Well, I
this
have
is
a- I have a
reminding
full
me of
version now,
every great
so that's
mech
cool.
battle that I know. And look at that, we have underwater.
people
I
are
think I
saying
saw a
the chat
grapple
is-
hook. There it
or
is,
the,
grapple hook mechanic in
reactions are
this.
too loud
Is this
now.
the type
Hold
of
on.
game you think
Okay,
you could
so
see
let
yourself
me-
jumping into?
Let me duck
Yeah, it's
this
funny,
a little
the
bit.
See,
reactions
I'm
are
a little
definitely
funny when
louder
I
than the
play
trailers
games.
themselves.
I'm not a huge
Mm-hmm.
fan of first-person shooter.
There we
type
go.
games.
Thanks, Sonic
However,
Master 211. Yeah, we're doing that right now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Stop reacting so
I mean, and
loud.
It looks like it's action time. There's so much going on, like
Yeah,
I said,
yeah,
you
it
can
is
go
weird. They like bumped up the
underwater. It looks
volume
like you were
on
shooting
the
out a
stream
Yeah.
helicopter in the
in
last
between
clip
the
that we
trailers.
saw.
So
This looks pretty good. I
bear
might
with
have
us
to
while
give it
we
a
make
try.
adjustments, but they should be significantly quieter now.
I swear every time you do those
course.
melee attacks or melee finishers in that Exomech, it just looks like take your shots. Psh.
Yeah. Hey, you know what would be cool? I'm not predicting this or expecting it, but we did just get that Mr. X Nightmare DLC revealed via that Steam listing for Streets of Rage 4.
Oh, that would be
so
so
having
cool.
that revealed here would be hype as hell.
And Streets of
Is
Rage
Streets of
4
Rage-
is on Game Pass.
I was
so-
just about to ask that. That would be a nice way to tie it in.
Oh, that would be hype.
Cyberpunk one felt very like
Man, that would be cool. Okay, so I have to be real here. Like, I love these hosts, and I love the choices they made, but I
Sure.
don't really dig sitting through like 10 minutes of reactions after 10 minutes of trailer.
Completely agree.
If
That's
they wanted
my
to do
job,
that, just have
damn
these
it.
girls react to the trailers as they're going on.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Like us.
and put us out of business over here. I don't like that.
Yeah, I was gonna look more towards Omni.
Yeah.
Like I was saying before,
I get it though.
Wild Heart
Like, I mean,
is
every
definitely
corporate
something that
backed
captivated
presentation
me and
is
caught
kind of
my
like this
eye
when
as
they
soon
bring
as
in
I saw it.
personalities is
So
what I should
I
say.
am very
I get that
excited,
they're
and I
you
like
know
how
they
you said that about that
want these
cyberpunk
personalities
feel
to do this
because,
stuff,
you know,
but
some people
it
are kind of
really
looking for
slaughters the
something in that
pacing of
genre
an
if
event like this.
It does.
Cyberpunk didn't
Yeah.
exactly do it for them.
It's-
So
And that's
I'm
and that's
excited
not
about
insulting the actual streamers here at all. They seem
Oh,
like
not
great
at all.
choices, and their conversation seems natural. But in terms of us reacting, not as fun when
Yeah,
when you're just
yeah.
reacting to reactors.
Exactly. They're both very talented folks, and I think they're great choices. But I prefer a format where you show all the trailers and then save
Yeah.
the whole discussion aspect for the end of the show.
Oh man, DFD Fleming in the chat says they won't put us out of business. Y'all are far cuter. Well, I don't know about all that, but thank you.
You're blind.
Should I do heart hands? Like, I don't
Oh
know.
god, oh god, yeah.
Oh man, there's
Mr. L says GVG reacts to Xbox reacts to indies. That would be a better. Yeah, I think that would be a more apt
more
title.
trailers.
There we go. More trailers.
There we go. Finally, let's do it.
I will say ID at Xbox confuses me. I don't think of indies as
It's
ID.
a. It's not a. Ooh, what is?
Never yield.
This.
Okay, that looks pretty cool. Also, Twilord, thank you very much for the €5 donation saying, first Microsoft came for the Rex, then they came for the indies, then they came for the reactors, and there was no one left to react. And now they're coming for Discord.
Yeah.
Princess
Farmer. Okay.
This looks cool.
Uh-huh.
Tuxedo mask with a
I
C.
love the art
that.
style. That's cool.
This batch of indies so far is more interesting than the first one.
Yeah.
Space Marines from the far out. Okay.
I feel like the first batch was indie games trying to replicate AAA games. And
Oh, a little witch in the woods. That's cute.
oh, dude,
Mhm.
I love this.
This looked cool. Yeah.
Interesting. It's in Korean, so it must be a Korean developed game.
Night Squad
Night
2.
Squad 2.
Oh, boost the
Doesn't
audio,
look like
Steve.
my thing,
Forgot.
All right. Well, I did, but I'll boost it some more.
Iron Corbo Kung Fu Janitor.
Man, I love this. All of these look great.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a
this
lot
looks
of
cool.
really fun
Mhm.
art styles. with a lot
Echo
of-
Generation. Ooh, what's this?
That's pretty cool.
Oh, it looks like an RPG maybe.
That's, wow, that's
Hello?
interesting
Oh,
visually.
dude.
Oh.
That-
Let's go. Lead with this.
Okay.
Elbow, wow.
Ah, that looks
Yeah,
interesting.
these short looks are way more interesting than what they
These are
showed in the initial.
way more interesting. Yeah.
Mad
Oh,
Streets.
Mad Streets looks dope too.
Honestly,
yeah.
I was like, my first thought was Urban Champion? Rift Breaker.
All right, you're
RTS
losing me with Rift Breaker.
Yeah, same.
It's
Totally
Everything
not.
up to this
not
point
for
has
me.
been hot.
An
Yeah.
airport for aliens currently run by dogs.
Okay. You got me there. Okay, I'm into that.
Super Space Club. So
I like these, man.
Geometry. Yeah, this is a
Super
good set.
Space Club is looking cool.
Lake.
I mean,
The goose.
looks
Goose
like
is
it could
loose.
be interesting.
The Big Con.
All right.
These
Yeah.
are so much more interesting.
Yeah.
Atrio the Dark Wild.
Come on.
Wow.
I love these.
Mhm.
Like,
Elgard.
Same.
Alchemic Cutie.
oh man, this is.
Oh boy, they're going there for those Atelier games.
Uh-huh.
Grifflands.
Oh, like a card-based RPG.
Oh, I feel like we've seen
Yeah.
this before.
Yeah, I think.
Hey,
so.
honestly, the style reminds me of what is that? The Battle Chef thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Adios.
Bear. Brute Bear. Okay, that's a good pun. Lousy.
This looks cute.
Mm-hmm.
Those eyes.
Onsen Master. Run your own onsen.
Oh,
Nice.
kind of
That's cool.
Spirited Away. Except you're
Yeah.
managing the bit.
Oh wow, Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. That just makes me think of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance.
Uh-huh.
It looks neat, but probably not my thing.
Battle Chef Brigade, that was it, Bandor SN.
Hello, Chris. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you feeling today?
All right.
Good,
okay,
thanks.
let's
Yeah,
go.
thanks for
having me.
Holy crap,
Of
Chris!
course,
Turn your mic
of course.
down.
Now,
Right? I was just gonna say
I'm
that.
ready to know
Probably should lower our volume in
our
that case,
Xbox
too.
program. Can you
No, I
explain a
lowered
little
it.
bit about
I'm
how
just
that
saying,
works?
man. Chris, you're.
Heckla Game says, I just remember we're probably getting a Balan trailer. I don't know if Balan totally qualifies as an indie. I don't think
And
it qualifies at all
Balan's
as an
out.
indie, really.
Yeah,
And
Balance
it's
out
out
today.
too. It just came out today. Yeah. In
Yeah,
fact,
I-
I just got an email about it from Square.
And I think they said that whole seizure thing is like as part of the day one patch they're getting rid of. So
Uh-huh.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was gonna ask what's going on there. So Square, maybe they pulled up some of the things I've said about Balan, but they just stopped talking to me about that game. So
That's so
I-
interesting.
I think they know. Also, I watched a little bit of that final boss fight. Holy crap, was it slow?
Yeah, oh, dude, it looks.
Yeah,
so
I
good.
watched enough just to see an idea of the, potential seizure-inducing effects, and it's frankly embarrassing that got through.
I mean, again, day one patch might fix it, but
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I do want to point out one thing though while we're talking about Balan. Like somebody on Twitter was like, "I'm talking to Yuji Naka about this right now," and it was like he messaged him on Facebook or something, and Yuji Naka was just replying like, "Do you like the game?" And he's like, "Naka doesn't care." I'm like, "Naka probably doesn't know what the hell you're saying." Like you're
Right.
using complex English to talk to somebody who was born and raised in Japan in the 70s.
Right.
Like he didn't learn English the same way we did, so he probably did not understand the question.
yeah.
Yeah, probably. Also,
Yes.
Elist said the patch did fix it. They said so on Twitter.
Yeah,
okay.
I said
hadn't
that.
seen that. Oh,
No,
okay. Okay.
I was talking about that earlier.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you know, what company is going to say, "Hey, our
Now,
day one
Chris,
patch
I know
reduces
I'm
seizures"?
sure there are
Like,
so many
Yeah,
you
yeah.
probably don't want to call
you were
attention
able
to it if you don't
Yeah.
have
throughout your
to.
7
And
years with the
I mean,
program.
I get
But
it.
if
It's
you
totally
could
worth it
pick
if you're in
one,
the
what
media,
would be
you know,
your
and
proudest
you're
accomplishment?
informing people that might be affected by it. But it's, you know, I think it's unfair to paint the game that way if nobody could legally get their hands on it yet.
Yeah.
I find it super interesting that Square just stopped talking to you about it, Steve, because they seemed keen.
Yeah, they did.
For me
They
to
were
cover
like,
it for a
"Oh
little bit.
yeah, you know."
I think there was a lot of confidence going into that demo, and then the demo came out. I was like, oh, people actually don't
Yeah.
like this demo. What the heck?
Yeah, it's
Well-
weird to me that Square ever thought that game was going to do well. But-
Well, yeah. Once we saw the actual quality there was.
yeah, I get
Yeah.
the initial trailer definitely kind of put me in the wait and see position, but then once I
Same.
played the demo, I was like, nope, I'm out.
I
was like, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm certainly not going to buy it for 60. I'm still curious, but I'm waiting now. I'm not buying that for 60. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I mean, it's also coming out the same day as It Takes Two and Monster Hunter Rise. And
Right.
all I'm hearing about is people talking about Monster Hunter Rise, which
Exactly.
you guys
So-
enjoy.
I've been playing it.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, and it's. I mean, I haven't been playing it long. I got it yesterday, and
hmm
it's
I
pretty
remember
good.
that moment. I remember
Like
that
it's
moment.
it's,
good.
and I'm not a
Not
Monster Hunter
surprised.
guy.
And everyone was like,
Look forward to it on the channel. We're gonna do a
"This
discussion
is
between me and
it
Brandon.
delivered. I mean, come
As
as a fan
somebody
You
who
being-
is an expert
so what
and
is
somebody
it
who knows
you
nothing.
right
The
now?
master and student.
Exactly. So I'm hoping this weekend I'll get some time to play the game with Brandon, and he can kind of show me the ropes a little bit as it were. Because I've like made a character and gone through the tutorial. Interesting fact though, you get both a dog and a cat at the beginning of the game, and I designed my cat
Right.
after my actual cat and my dog after my actual dog. So my character looks nothing like me though, because I don't want to horrify y'all.
Yeah,
You may want to
idealize
consider. You may want to consider tapping Kat for that discussion, Steve, just because she's a big Monster Hunter fan
That
as
would
well.
be really
so-
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Trevor Salinger asks, "Are you guys going to review Balan Wonderworld?" So we were just kind of talking about that. Square has stopped talking to us about it, apparently, says Steve. So I'm not going to buy it for $60. I'm just not. I still want to play it later. I'm curious, but I'm morbidly curious. But
Yeah, I don't think Ash is going to pay $60
Probably
to
not
review
for
that
that.
game.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna follow up with them again today now that the game's out and say like, hey, we still want to do something with this. But
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I think that they fully suspect that review will not go well, and
yeah, I think
it's
you're right.
it's probably in their best interest not to send it. But
Yeah.
and
Uh,
there's nothing we can do about that. But
Rob Arman X, thank you very much for the $5 donation, saying, not saying I don't care about these chatting segments on Indie Stream, but woof, I'd like if they just had the trailers and breakdowns of the games. Yeah,
completely agree.
I get you.
Like these hearts are so dull.
do we have
Coinsy, I would love to stream It Takes Two with Amy. It's just a matter of us being able to both be free at the same time. That's very hard. That said, I do have I do have something fun planned for next Saturday on the channel. I haven't even told Ash and Steve yet. So next Friday is Amy's birthday.
Oh,
And so, you know, we're still in, you know, pandemic, lockdown, all that stuff. And she's been really addicted to Final Fantasy 14. So I'm thinking Saturday, you know, the day after her birthday, throwing her a birthday party in Final Fantasy 14. And if you
Oh,
want to
cool.
come hang out, and I'll stream it on the channel. And if you guys want to come hang out and bring
Well, I
gifts
can't-
for her,
I would say
I'm
I'd
still
bring our
figuring out
gift,
the locations and stuff like that. I need to scout around and see like what's a good place. Do I want to do a beachfront party with the Costa del Sol? Do I want to have floating
That's great.
islands? Do I want to have where people have weddings in the forests?
Mhm. Oh, I love
way-
that. I'll certainly drop into the stream. I'm still waiting for the PS5 version, but I'll still come in and say hi. And of course, happy
It's up-
birthday.
April,
Yeah.
coming soon. Ash.
Yeah, it's soon. I know. May's gonna be here before we know it.
Absolutely. Where do you think that
Man,
indie games are
Man, this
headed
is
next?
this is like,
Next decade or two.
you know, it's bad when during the Xbox indie stream we're talking about your partner's birthday, Derek.
I know.
This
I
is
know.
just-
it's just like,
Yeah,
what do
Yeah.
you have to say? Like,
Yeah.
it's
There's nothing to say. They're replaying the same sizzle reel they just showed us like 10 minutes ago.
It doesn't help that
Sonic,
this
I
guy
have
Chris on
no
mic is
idea
shrill.
how long this is supposed to be. This is
Yeah.
a lot of filler. They said like 100+ games during this thing, and, like hyping it up. I'm like, all right, bam, 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 and
Yeah, they are really, like I said, they're
No.
killing the pacing on this. I want to point out two things real quick. Goron Amber asked if during TNT I will put Palamutes and Palicos in the promoter pet. Absolutely.
if that's a request, yeah.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put mine in there if you want to. If you join that tier on our Patreon, patreon.com/gvgaming, for those of you that aren't patrons, I will absolutely put whatever pet you want in there. So
For sure.
I guess while we're waiting on these
Oh, yeah.
guys to get to the next, I can also say that I have started scripting the first episode of my original series. So
Right.
I've had those notes for about 2 months now, so it's nice to actually go back to them and start, crafting this thing. That's
Nice.
nice.
And so, next gen features.
C says you should get Wolf Den for TNT. I've never heard of Wolf Den, but I will put that down on my running list.
Wolf Den is great. That's Bob Wolf,
Okay.
and he's
Brian
he's
Glabro with
great-
a $10 donation. I don't have Final Fantasy 14, but here's some cupcake money for her party.
Nice.
Aw.
That's very
Thank
kind.
you, Brian. Thank you so much.
And they can start taking advantage
I've watched-
Mikusagi says Patreon. Nice.
Patreon, that's good.
Man.
That seems so obvious in hindsight.
Oh, so this guy with the really bad mic is the senior director of ID at Xbox. I was gonna say, like, not everybody can afford a mic, but this guy looks like he lives in a really nice house and maybe should like drop $100 on a microphone. I don't feel bad now. Yeah, Chris, Charlotte, please go buy an actual
when I saw
mic.
his
What advice would you give to any Destiny
shelf there, I was
players
like, honest to God, that looked like a library shelf, except it had
I
his Gundams
know.
at the top.
And my initial thought, because of that shelf, I was like, is he in a public library? And then I looked behind him. I'm like, nope, this guy just has a gigantic house.
Nice.
Isaac Betzel, we actually got Scott DeWaz before on TNT. We'll have him back eventually.
Yeah, Scott.
And
Scott
yes,
is a
Nitro
friend of
Rad,
the channel
and
for sure.
there's a bunch of people we'd like to have on here.
Yeah.
There's
Arlo, of course.
I need to
Jump
reach
on
out
Everything
to him.
says you should collab with Fanatic 4. They're a great Nintendo channel. Gotcha. And also, Jerry17X says write down King K. So I have added them to my list as well.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll have to reach out to Bob Wolf and see if he'd want to be on. He does a lot of Nintendo-based hardware stuff. Very, very good
Okay.
channel. I love his content.
just wait for more Switch Pro.
Yeah,
rumor.
exactly. Wait. One of the things I love that he does is he shines a light on like really cool Switch accessories, like third-party stuff that I wouldn't hear about otherwise.
Sonic Master, I am not familiar with
Yeah, I was about to say
art
that.
for indie.
I'm looking it up.
Chris, I want to thank you.
Yeah, what art are you talking about? I saw the key art, but
before we do
that's
say
Why
it.
is it in
goodbye,
quotes too?
Oh
That
my
makes me
God, it's
concerned.
over.
know how to
Same.
apply to the program?
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, what the? They're
Wait, what
saying
happened?
before we say goodbye, like this is ending.
Are they
It's
just saying-
over?
wait, are you sure? Are you sure they're not just saying goodbye to him?
Oh, maybe. Please say
They might just
goodbye.
be
Maybe,
saying
okay.
goodbye to him.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm trying to keep up with what they're saying, so I know when to
It's
when to
so
turn them back
boring.
up.
How did anyone think that having like a few minutes worth of sizzle reels of games and then like 15 minutes of talking was a good idea? Like I'm down to
Oh,
no,
wow,
it
they're
can't be
actually
over because they said over
soliciting
25 games.
For developers to apply for Xbox Indie, which
They can follow at ID_Xbox or.
They did say over 25 games would be shown in this event, so my guess is that it isn't actually over.
I hope so. But man,
So Sonic Master, I have no idea what you're talking about there, and I don't.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm not seeing anything about what art you might be talking
Well,
about. I'm just looking at
it's
the key art.
more. Let's go with risque.
Oh, okay. I had not seen that. Where is it on Twitter or?
wait, what are we? I'm sorry, I'm struggling to keep up. What are we talking about?
Oh, we're talking Blaster Master ZO3. Apparently, NT released some new art that I guess is a little bit risque. Spastic Hobo says they said first guest earlier. There will be more. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Oh
I
my
thought,
God.
I thought so.
It was Rule 34 art. One of the
Oh,
characters was
no.
underage. Inti did that?
Really?
Is this official art?
Xbox can help bring your game to reality. And,
Huh, I mean, that's weird.
Gosh,
That's
I mean,
not
I feel
good.
like-
Corey Hodges says, I saw a pic of it. It's interesting. Okay. Well, that's
If you put your foot in the
concerning.
door by applying
Are there any underage characters in
I
the
know
Blaster
there's
Master
some
Zero
developers
3
in the
though?
chat watching.
I
Go ahead and
Or
get
Zero?
started.
Or in
There's
Zero
some
2. Yeah, I
guys in there.
don't remember.
Do it.
I guess
yeah,
any of the operators you meet could be like the plant girl. I can't remember her name. Maybe.
Go to a convention like an E3 and you
I don't
go
know.
to Microsoft's.
I didn't really never really thought about how old they are.
There's always an idea.
Oh,
that
their
comes
last
up.
live stream showed it.
And there
Okay.
has a lot of people
I had not heard about this.
I'm usually scanning
That's
the
unfortunate.
Xbox section
Yeah.
because that's where I'm gonna go.
Sure.
And find the games that, like,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
too bad because
look
I'm
for
still
archetypes
really
and
excited about that game.
Like the game that brings out all the feels that you need to have a tissue.
Whoa,
box handy for.
Brendan Tonegate with a
Fantastic,
is that 75.
composition,
I
a lot
don't
of
know
different
what that is. I'm
options to
sorry.
find something.
Saying really appreciating the pacing Nintendo Directs / Indie Worlds right now. Right, completely agree with you, and thank you so much for the donation.
That's
I'm-
a new Taiwanese dollar, it looks like.
Okay, now I was looking it up. Cool, 75 new Taiwanese dollars. Thank you so much, Brendan.
Yeah, that's very, very generous of you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I got some good news today. I
Alright.
am getting vaccinated tomorrow.
Oh,
Hell
nice.
yeah, man! Nice. One of us. One of us.
John F. Kennedy saying Platonic is tweeting about the stream, so they might be revealing something.
We'll sit down with the team behind
Okay,
the
that would be cool.
Moonglow
But yeah,
Band.
I go back from my second vaccine on April 9th, I think. So
Very cool.
on my way.
Oh.
On my way.
In Moonglow
I do
Band,
wonder how long
they
this is
have
going to be,
the
because this
ability
pacing
to
is
keep your business
Yeah,
Rough.
I have a hard stop in 30 minutes, so
Oh man,
Yeah.
well, there you go.
we might have to just do that hard stop because it's like
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Great hosts, interesting games, horrible presentation format. Here we go. Time to
okay,
Yeah,
here's something
yeah.
new to look at.
We do have almost 700 people watching though, so that's really cool. Thank you all, everybody, so much for joining us for this.
Yeah, I mean, I've said this before on TNT, but even
Well,
something
Guppy, you did it.
not super interesting
Your
can be
first
fun
catch.
when you do it with friends.
40 years. And
Exactly.
you still surprise me.
And we were wondering, we were kind of
This
like
place
weighing whether or
seems
not this would be worth live
A
reacting
fishing
to, and I'm
town
glad we
afraid to
decided to do
fish.
it because clearly a bunch of you wanted to
But
join us
that's
for
why
it, so
our
we're
little
super
venture
appreciative
might
of
just
that.
stay afloat. Because
Minecraft
all
is strange, says
stories
Jamie
about the
McMillan.
mysterious
Yeah,
monsters
that's kind of
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
a good way to put
exactly
it.
I
that.
kind
Yeah.
of like the art style.
Stories.
It's cute. Yeah, I like the
This
faces.
bay is full of amazing new
That's a-
creatures.
Oh, I love that
Weird
map.
thing is, they have a nice looking map.
Mm.
So we'll find them and share them with the world. Together.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have too much
Wait,
to say about
what
this,
the-
but it looks cute.
As long as this
Are
book
they
is
trying to
by
pull
your
a
side.
up one on us?
I was about to say, are they trying to make me cry here? Like, with
Oh
the-
man, yeah.
It's not as poignant because
So
everyone
am
looks
I.
like Minecraft stuff, but
But still, yeah.
Animal Crossing.
Welcome home.
Yeah, it seems like
I would. Hey, it's
Alright,
Game
it's on
Pass.
Game
like
Pass, so you can
Minecraft
check it
Animal
out.
Crossing. Yeah,
I'd give it a shot.
Mine Crossing.
Hi everyone, thank
Ah,
you so much
come
for joining
on.
us, Zach
Yeah,
and
no, this
Lou.
one makes sense. At least they're talking to the
welcome
developers
to
this
the
time.
show. Can you tell us a little
Ready
bit
to
about
go?
Moonglow Bay?
Yeah.
It does make sense. It does. It does.
So Moonglow is like was said in East a fishing RPG slice of life set in
Yeah.
the eastern coast of
The
1980s
pacing
Canada,
in
though
this is
fictional,
not-
Yeah.
and
not-
And,
and,
it's in a town that people are afraid to fish because of mysterious things.
yeah, weird
going
sea
on in the-
creatures.
yeah.
I do love
Well,
that they're
it
rocking
starts out
shared
like a
Apple
kind of scenario where the
earbuds,
game
though.
is very
I
regular.
haven't
and
seen
you're
that
like, oh, it's
in a while.
Fish. It
I
gets
love that.
weirder and weirder.
I love that they,
and you're like, okay, what's actually
were a
going
bit
on
more
here?
in
People
sync
have
and had
these
her hair
myths,
parted in the
and
opposite direction
there's
of
some
his.
truth to
That way
these
they just
myths,
were-
and so
Good
Yeah.
point.
it's a little spooky.
And you get to
Uh-huh.
fish and you get to cook and sell and make
Mattman
friends around the
007X says, "Are they sharing a set for of earbuds for an official stream?" Right? It's pretty funny to see.
I mean, nothing says we made an indie fishing RPG more than the glasses that guy is wearing.
Yeah.
very well
Hey,
said.
I appreciate the Totoro in the background.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, who is Kate
Sounds
Stark? I
amazing.
feel
That
like
was
I
we're
actually
supposed
just
to know
noticed that.
this.
Where did this Kate Stark come from?
It's like they're
Right.
introducing new characters at the last minute without proper backstory. I need to know her
The
origin.
town is having its centennial, so it's gonna be 100 years old, and it's completely falling apart.
Jump on Everything asks if we can turn ourselves up.
Well,
maybe?
to the town 3 years prior with your partner.
Or we need to turn them down.
I turned them down.
Maybe.
But then they go on their adventure.
All right, Ash is
They
now
go
at
on their adventure to start
200%.
the shop,
Derek is now at
and
150%.
They never come back. So now you're kind of like left alone. You're like, oh, I don't know what to do.
Master of Hyrule asks, when can we expect a new Sonic the Hedgehog game? Today, man. Sonic Mania 2 is going to be the end of this presentation.
Man, if it was, it would redeem all this weird stuff they're doing.
I just gotta wait.
There was so much, like, I did so much research.
Oh, K-Stark is a... Well, it's more that she came out of nowhere because they had the other two girls, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's another one. I'll be
Right.
honest, I don't watch a lot of Twitch streamers.
Like, people's memory.
Same.
Yeah,
Same.
I
I'm not
like
really
her
familiar with
backdrop.
Twitch
It's really cool.
It is, yeah.
I don't know who she is. Her announcement was not, or her involvement was not announced. I'm confused.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, what inspired
Win
you to
Smash.
play on Moon
That's
Glow
what I
Win
want to know.
Smash.
Because it seems that you did a lot of research into it, so you must, like, and very specifically.
Yeah, I mean,
Canada as well,
I want to be more excited about this because I love indie games, and the pacing here is just
Like,
yeah.
Nintendo cuts away to developers as well, but this it's a bit more.
Nintendo
Scripted?
knows how to keep the pacing tight for these things. They give you like 30 seconds to a minute of developers talking. They seem to be cutting away for like 10, 15 minutes at a time, it feels like. And it's
Yeah.
you're already forgetting about the last games you saw before the next ones come in, and
Right.
Yeah, it's hard to keep a lot of them in.
Like, my family
In
has
mind.
history with
yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like they're not thinking about viewer retention at all, and that's a big thing. Like, you have to keep announcements coming to keep people interested. I really only want to see like extended developer commentary for games I already care a lot about.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, if I haven't played your game and I haven't really seen more than, a teaser trailer for it, I'm not going to want to hear you talk about it for,
It was a little bit of
10 minutes. I'm
Exactly.
gonna, let me try the game and get excited for it, and then have the developer come on and talk about
Right.
how they made it.
So it kind of has
JJ says, if I was forced to watch all this padding for Sonic Mania 2, it would be 100% worth it. I'm going to raise you that and say, if I was forced to watch all this padding 20 times over in a row, it would still be 100% worth it.
So there is
I'm just saying, I would
You
just
have
get
a, you
a
have a
good cup
stronger
of coffee.
fortitude than I.
For Sonic Mania 2, man, I will do things. Man. I will do things for that game.
All right,
I'm just saying.
moving on. Twyler with another €2 donation saying GVG will get Shadow 1.2 soon.
I think Shadow the Hedgehog 1.2.
Oh, okay.
Who needs New Faker? Yeah, because that's a song from Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know if the world's ready for another Shadow the Hedgehog game now or ever. Twilord.
Twilord has been hard at work on that and has been providing me with development updates along the way. I'm excited.
Oh wow, Morks isn't here right now. Says I would watch this padding for a week straight just to see a logo showcase for Sonic Mania 2. Man, that might be even a little bit more than I can commit to. But like I said, I'll go pretty far for Sonic Mania 2 announcement.
Black
Black
Ninja.
Ninja.
What will Ash do for Sonic Mania 2?
This is not
But he
an
won't do that.
this is not an R-rated stream, Black Ninja. I unfortunately can't really go into that right now. So you'll just have to imagine. You'll just have to imagine the answer to that question
It
yourself.
would be stuff that would only be allowed on OnlyFans.
Yes, exactly. That it's all GVG After Dark, GVG post show stuff.
So
TNT
Pal, at
post
least
show.
it's better than the Galarian Ponyta stream. That stream was funny. Just us sticking around, like, kind of just staring at a blank screen and then randomly getting stuff up. Brendan Toongate, thank you very much for the
New Taiwan
75 new Taiwanese dollars, I believe it is. I would do anything for Sonic Mania 2, but I won't do that. I think that's the bigger question: is what won't Ash do?
Well, actually, speaking to that, Gemini says, breaking news, it was actually Ash who created the Blaster Master art as part of his secret quest to get Sonic Mania 2. I haven't seen this art, but given what we know of it, that is something I would not do. So there is a line here, for sure. There is a line.
Oh my
There
gosh.
is a line. Mikusagi says, we need Shadow saying, damn, in 4K. I completely agree. Completely agree. Where's that damn
Mikusagi
4K
says,
symbol?
real talk, do you guys have a GVG after dark? LOL. Kind of.
Sort of.
For those of you that don't know, you can subscribe over at patreon.com/gvgaming. $5 a month gets you into our live recordings for TNT, which also includes an exclusive can't see it anywhere else post show where we do get into some real weird in the weeds stuff. So
Yeah.
if you wanna hear what we're like completely unfiltered, patreon.com/gvgaming, $5 a month. You'll get to see the strangest things we ever talk about on this channel.
Right, and though I would never have thought to advertise this as a selling point. I started this thing where I dance during the call out of the executive producers, and people love it. And you can only see that if you're in the live audience, because in the VOD version, the credits, where the credits are scrolling during my dance. So if you want to see that, if that appeals to you, $5 a month live audience tier, man.
There you go.
Jero7X with a €2 donation. Sonic Mania 6.5 out of 10. Personally, don't really see the hype. I mean, hey, I couldn't disagree with you more, but you are absolutely entitled to your opinion, and I respect it. I just don't agree with it. I think it's a 12 out of 10 game for me personally.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Ash. Sonic
It's
Mania.
really, I give it a good 8 or 9. I need more new levels.
8 or 9, wow.
It's
an
still
easy
really
10
good, but
Mhm.
I want more original content.
Fair enough. Well, hopefully that's what Sonic Mania 2 ends up delivering. It's just all original zones. That's what I'm
That is the
I'm
hope.
hoping for. Killamog says the Miss Fushi post show was hilarious. It really was. That was a really fun one.
Oh god, that one is weird.
Another €2 donation from Twilord saying, "I know what will sell you Shadow 2, Ash. You'll see." Oh man, that sounds ominous. That almost sounds like a threat.
Let's see. Plasm Wraith Jake with a $2 donation says M-rated Shadow the Hedgehog by Bethesda for Xbox. Wow, that's a lot.
10 to 12 hours.
Yeah, what's going on?
That's a lot to digest.
Look at this. Xbox is taking the GVG format here now. They got the people on the side and the
Right.
the-
I know, really.
I mean,
Okay,
guys,
but like real talk though, I'm sure Moonglow Bay is going to be fine and maybe even great. How are we still on this one game?
I'll be honest. I've stopped paying attention.
Me too.
Yeah.
I just like
I
it's like you were saying. I have to
tuned
care
out.
about it first before I want to watch like an in-depth commentary.
I'm excited to see how people react.
Yeah, and I mean, how much can you comment on
Because we get really
a
weird
one minute trailer?
And,
Like,
Right.
They've been talking about it for about 5 times the length of the trailer now.
Best friend
Mhm.
people in town, and they can tell you like
BNB says, "Guys, good luck. I'm out, lol." Don't blame me for that one. Thank you for joining us for as long as you did.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to people seeing that as well.
I mean,
Man, I feel bad because obviously indie developers have so much passion, and they don't always have the the resources that AAA games enjoy. They often don't. I really want to care, but it's just like this is way too long on one
where
game.
you're like, okay, you have this
And
goal
it's
of
gonna be so big.
yeah, it's gotta
it's
gotta be over soon. I mean, this portion at least.
It's gotta be, right?
And then you're like, okay, how long is this gonna be?
But who
And then
knows?
you're like, all right, yeah, that.
Who
Yeah.
knows?
Keep pulling out this amount of like.
I feel like this is almost more of an overture toward indie developers than
Like we've been making this
a
game
showcase
over
for people like us to
3
watch.
years, and
Like they're like, look,
Yeah,
games,
it
we will
does
let you
like
talk.
that, doesn't it?
It's not made for the reaction.
keep cutting.
Yeah.
It's
Format.
interesting because we also like some.
The official stream is down to about 14.6K of people. I think it was down from
That's
16. You said.
doing pretty well, honestly.
Yeah, they're still doing fine.
But the big thing is that we've always kept like the main beats of the game, and so long as you
Oh,
Oh,
goodness.
those beats,
man.
the length between it is not what matters.
I just like
I don't remember any like what to
they
say.
keep showing the same clips over and over. I'm like, come on, I want to care about your game, but this is just too much.
Right, and you were
I
mentioning
mean, even Omno, which I think looked really cool. That's my favorite thing I've seen today so far. I wouldn't want to see 15 minutes of commentary on Omno either.
Brian Calabro with a $5 donation. Thankful for GVG. This would not be watchable without you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
I mean,
without spoiling too much.
Hey,
like, one of it-
this wouldn't be watchable without you. We wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I don't think we'd be enjoying this
if
by
you
ourselves.
guys weren't
so.
here, I would not be
Yeah.
watching this right now. This is
Same.
Apparently, the Suicide Squad trailer just released. James Gunn's take on that whole thing. So
I heard
check that
that it
out.
was coming out today.
Catatonic with a $2 donation. This is making me not like this game. LOL. I agree. Like they're just
Yeah.
beating this trailer to death.
I want to see more.
Michael Hendricks says, "I respect these devs, but would like them to go away." LOL. Yeah, that's pretty much how I'm feeling. I'm sure they're lovely people, and I'm sure they're working very hard. But man, it's time to move on. It's been time to move on.
Yeah.
Rob Arman X with a $5 donation. Anyone else hyped for Godzilla vs. Kong? Followed up
Yo.
immediately by Jason Uloa saying, "We are maintaining each other's sanity." Right
Yeah.
now." Agreed.
Right.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to Godzilla vs Kong.
And it's one of the
Definitely
big
want to
things
check
is that,
out that. I still need to watch the new Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
All the way we've done it is
Oh, boy.
I watched episode 1, and 2 came out today, right?
Yeah, I've seen one, not two.
Yeah, I enjoyed 1. It's not like immediately grabbing me as much as WandaVision did, but I didn't really expect it to, and I'm still enjoying it. So
It's a bit more traditional and going from the weirdness of Wanda to this, but it's also interesting because dealing with I saw somebody's like it's dealing with black and disabled veteran issues in this first episode.
Which
PTSD, like there's some
I
really
actually
good
really
stuff.
like that. Yeah, I agree.
Twyler with a €2 donation says, "Steve, without telling Ash, comment on my Discord DM."
Yeah, so Twilard sent me something amazing for his Shadow the Hedgehog project, and Ash, you're gonna need to play this.
Oh, am I?
I can't believe
Okay.
what he showed me.
Oh man,
it is some next level stuff though. You're going to have to. We have to do this on video for sure.
Okay.
I can't
okay.
wait to see your face when you come across this. I don't know. I don't have all the context around this, but yeah, it's definitely going to be worth seeing your reaction.
Okay, all right, I'm into that.
Okay, that's wonderful.
As we're seeing in the chat, how are we still on this? I don't understand. Oh wait, Kate's back. Does that mean
No,
maybe?
this is
No.
still. She's
She's
been here the whole
interviewing the entire
time.
time.
Gemini says blind reaction.
Oh god, they're saying bye.
How do you even
Finally.
say that?
Okay, we're back to the others. Cool.
Thank
No,
the Lord.
don't clap for them. They don't.
Oh my god. It really was like 10-15 minutes because we have 10
Yeah.
minutes left before you have to go, Steve.
Right, I forgot
Yeah.
about that. Oh man. Well, that's cool. I watch that be the end. Watch there's that's just no more.
Oh man.
But no,
Yeah,
it's not.
I
There's
completely
more.
agree. I love how Kate kind of called
This
it.
is,
I want to say I want to see more because I do want to see more games, but I'm more worried that it's going to be a few more games and then like another 30 minutes of
15
commentary
minutes.
on one of them.
a 13-minute interview, which good for them.
Yeah. Horizon Brave says, "Don't blame the devs, guys. Blame the presentation organizers. The devs
Yeah,
are
no,
totally
it
right.
is absolutely
You're
not
totally
the
right.
It is
fault.
not Dev's fault.
If-
It's not the presenter's
Absolutely.
fault. It's
Yeah.
decided on this format.
Yeah,
It's
if-
just not.
To be clear, I respect the hustle from the devs. Like if Microsoft
For
put
sure.
me on stage and said, "Hey,
Oh,
talk
God,
about
yeah.
GVG for 13 minutes," absolutely, I will absolutely do that. I get it.
Absolutely.
They are promoting their product, and that is absolutely fair. But Microsoft should have said, "No one wants to hear this for 13 minutes."
Exactly. If anything, as Anna the Merchant said, it looks nice, but over-explaining the game makes people lose interest. If anything, I think Microsoft maybe did them a little disservice by having the format be that they are talking for that long about a 1-minute clip.
Yep. Agreed 100%.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Jason, thank you very much for the $30 donation saying, "Please accept this donation for suffering through this hell." Oh my god.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
That
you
is
very
really
much.
kind.
And
They're interviewing the Among Us developers.
Oh, it might.
Oh my god, they took a break. We have a commercial break as they set up.
Really? Wow. Wow.
Oh my
wow.
god.
Microsoft.
3-minute break?
What
this
the?
is.
What the?
I will
fuck?
not ever.
Okay.
I will never complain about a state of play again. Like ever. State of play is
That
perfect compared to this.
Incredible.
Wow.
Like, did someone at Microsoft were they just like, "We don't want to do indies anymore. That's not what we do." And someone's like, "I'm just gonna sabotage this whole thing
Yeah.
so hard. Put a commercial break
John-
in the middle."
John F. Kennedy in the chat with like the perfect encapsulation of this experience. This feels like I'm watching QVC. That is so apt. It is so apt. You're right. And I haven't seen QVC in years, but it's so true.
Oh my god, this is.
I don't think anybody else is actually reacting to this at all, but my god.
Press play to Jason. I just want to say, I don't know if your name is a Heavy Rain reference, but it does remind me of Heavy Rain. Just because I'm like, Jason! Rob Armenics.
$5 Nation. Thank you so much. F this, I'm out.
Don't blame you. Don't blame you at all.
No.
Wait, the weekly. Is this are they doing this 3 more times?
No, I think it's just their other type of streaming stuff.
Okay.
I think. I hope.
All events on Twitch Gaming are co-streamable. They're not saying, but you may not want to.
Right.
You might want to skip.
Oh man, this is brutal.
Yeah, I'm not even.
And I
sure.
mean, like, I don't care about Among Us either. I know that's next, right?
How could they make this worse? Like, would Ja Rule show up or something and run the next segment?
Yeah. Well, I mean, since we've covered pretty much every other subject, this seems like a really good time to remind everybody just how absolutely effing incredible Yakuza Like a Dragon is. I just wanted to say that. I feel like I have to say it once.
I thought you were going to say, like, hey, subscribe to the channel for sticking here with us or something like that.
Oh, that too.
No, Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Yeah, please subscribe. We suffer for your entertainment.
Yeah. No, please definitely do subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. And also, if you haven't yet, check us out over on Patreon at patreon.com/GVGaming, where you can support us for as little as $1 a month. And we'd super appreciate anything you guys can do. But we're all just really happy you're here either way, even if you don't donate on Patreon.
Yeah.
So apparently Sylvester Stallone is the one voicing King Shark in Suicide Squad.
All right. That seems on brand, I guess.
Why not?
Brady Power says, you're honestly making this trash so much better. Thank you.
Here we go.
All right.
Welcome.
Bander SN says, next up we have Tommy Wiseau to present his game. That would legit deadass make this presentation 150% worth it. Absolutely worth it. I would be so here for a Tommy Wiseau game.
It's funny. It's because so many people are like apologizing to Nintendo and Sony. $5 from Catatonic saying Yakuza Like a Dragon was my favorite game last year. I've never had a game make me cry, and more than once for that matter. 10 out of 10 experience for me. And then Brendan Tudgate with another 75 new Taiwanese dollars for us says, yes, Ash, Yakuza Like a Dragon is amazing. Kasuga is so fantastic. Which I guess that does beg the question, Ash. Would this dethrone Final Fantasy VII Remake?
Oh my god, there's just a live.
I've only played 10 hours of it so far, so I can't say yet. But so far, not yet. But it's probably would be my number 2 game.
Real quick, we got games coming in. Kotar Peck, $30 donations. Thank you so much. I got paid today to have a bit of expendable income. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right, Art of Rally actually looks kind of cool.
It does.
That's the thing. These are good-looking indie games. We just don't get a lot of them.
We see
Black
see more
Ninja
of them.
with the
Yeah.
donation thing. Does anyone have the 3 Monster Hunter Amiibo? No, do not have
I
that.
do not.
All right, y'all. I am gonna have to bounce out because I have a meeting to get to. But I am gonna transform into a car, which seems appropriate right about now.
Transform
It
and
does
roll out
actually.
there, Steve.
Yeah.
I will be manning the stream from behind the scenes. It was great talking to y'all. I will see y'all tonight for TNT and enjoy the rest of this whatever this is.
Yeah, this is pretty cool actually.
Well, yeah. I do have to wonder how long this is going to be because I only have, so much time.
When do you have to duck out there?
I don't know. Maybe I can give it another half hour at most because, Amy taking care of Kai on her own. I don't like to leave her on her own too often. Hidden Squid with Fight on the Mission.
Oh, go ahead.
Next up, we have a 33 interview minute. Anatolis with his new game, Pet the Horse. I'm excited.
Right? Actually, that does remind me of
Dragon.
my. Oh, what is this?
Hello, Breath of the Wild, with almost the exact same Sheikah symbol on it.
Whoa! What? Stop
What
it!
the heck?
Stop it! This is. That
What
looks
the heck?
so. Okay, it's looking less now like Breath of the Wild for sure, but
Oh, no, there's stuff taken directly from Breath of the
so
Wild.
yeah,
Like
no,
there was like
sure.
a Kira thing. There's like Guardians that look like it.
oh, the Guardian, that's ridiculous.
I got Pokeballs. What the? Okay, hello, Fortnite.
I think I saw helicopters too, or a helicopter. Yeah. Oh yeah,
It's
but
just
that.
every game, the game.
Yeah. What in the world? Brad Conley says, "Is this legal?" Yeah. Exactly.
It really is just every game, the game.
What in the world?
Craftopia. Apparently rated M for blood and violence, unless it's this game that's being rated for that. I don't know.
All right. Sure.
Sure.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I
I'm
forgot.
just glad we're getting games.
I know. Oh yeah, my wife needs to use the office, which I'm currently in at 11. So I probably need to head out around 10:30, 10:40 as well.
Yeah.
So we may not actually be able to watch this.
Yeah,
whole
we'll
thing.
finish this. We're trying to hold on as long as we can, but
Right? I didn't expect it to be over an hour, let alone an hour and a half.
it drags.
What is this?
Another one of those. It feels like another one of those survive games where you
Yeah.
build materials, try to survive against each other. And,
So not my thing.
I can kind of see the fun in them, but Trick Arrow with $5 donation says plagiarism the game.
Oh, plagiarism. Plagiarism. The game.
plagiarism. Oh my
Nice.
God,
nice,
idiot.
Trick Arrow. Yeah.
Jacob Peterson. They showed. I wouldn't call them huge indies, but there's definitely indies in here that's like, oh, that looks neat. But nothing like you would say. Nothing on the level of, oh, it is Rust. Yeah, I had no idea.
No, same.
It's nothing that's like blowing your mind type stuff. The big one.
Oh, this looks interesting a little bit.
Team 17 kind of reminds me of Sword and Sorcery. Sorcery, however they say it. Never played that though.
Tech Trav
Technically.
asks if I've played Fall Guys Season 4. Yeah, I played some on Monday with a couple of my best friends, and I really enjoyed it. They really are adding some cool new content to the game, and I love the new aesthetic, kind of the whole vaporwave 80s futuristic
pretty
retro
cool.
thing. This looks cool. Yeah, this is definitely one of the most interesting games I've seen today in this presentation. Yeah.
Narrative of Boy. I think we've seen that.
Oh,
I think
we
that's been shown
have seen
before.
Not It's a Boy. Yeah, that was in a.
Oh.
I think that was in a Nintendo Direct, an Indie
March,
World.
Yeah, I think so. March 30th too, so coming very soon.
Okay, this game looks wild. Actually, I kind of want to check it out. It looks
Narrative Boy?
weird as hell. Yeah, it looks really weird.
This looks like Hello Neighbor, which I've never really played before.
Okay, I think I've heard of it.
I don't understand it. You sneak into the neighbor's house
Meet
and
the creepy AI-driven Mr. Peterson.
Wreck
This
shit.
character has one mission: keeping you from discovering his
yeah,
secrets.
you're like trying to figure out your neighbor's secrets, but
Hello, and welcome.
why are
to
you
Hello
going into his
Neighbor
house? Leave
In
the man
this
alone.
Game, you'll be playing as a local journalist named Quentin.
Oh, it's Hello Neighbor
Suspicious
too.
of
See, I
his
thought you
future
were
neighbor,
a kid
Mr.
being
Peterson.
like, I'm going to sneak into my
For
neighbor's
those
house
new
for no
to the
reason.
Hello Neighbor franchise, this is Raven Brooks. The sort of
Gemini
town
says,
where
"Hello Neighbor,
everyone
my
keeps
favorite
to
jank
themselves
game.
and
I would
goes
love
about
it."
their
Okay,
lives.
is it
Normally,
janky?
you
Is it
would
known
too,
for that?
except a bunch of people have gone
I know it was
missing.
early access for a
And
long
there's
time,
just
but I've
something
never played it
strange about
myself.
your neighbor, Mr. Peterson.
Oh well, Jack Perry says the
Everyone
first
is
game
afraid
is
of him.
dreadful. Apparently, it's
There have been
not very
rumors
good.
of children going
But
to
yet
his
everybody
house and never
talks
being
about
heard
it
from
and it's
again.
dead well enough to get a
Some
sequel.
people
so-
say he likes
Yeah.
to lock people up
I've
in
seen
his
merch
basement.
for it at cons. So I don't know.
But no one has any proof. So
First
people
game was
just
a
try to
glitchy
avoid
scam.
Mr. Peterson,
Wow.
his odd house, and ignore the
Yikes.
strange sounds coming from his basement at night.
It's just
I mean,
like they
you
could
have
have.
a feeling that Mr. Peterson is behind.
They could have
of
shown
the
all these
neighborhood
games, and we
disappearances.
could have been
But
done
no one
right,
believes in
by
your
now
ideas
if
and
we didn't have
theories.
those talking segments.
And while you normally wouldn't break into someone's house, you're the only one who
All
believes
the
something is
Morks
wrong
isn't here right now.
and
Says
has
all the games
guts
are
to
basically
uncover the
just
truth.
abuse the glitches until you
When
win.
you break into Mr. Peterson's
All
house,
right.
you'll be going against
Fair
an
enough.
AI that is constantly evolving. Our goal for Hello Neighbor 2 is to provide
Yeah,
unique
I mean,
player experiences.
Gemini says, "I
This
love it because
is
of
an
its shape." Yeah,
experience that
okay,
is
fair
driven by
enough.
the
Then I can
community.
see the
Mr.
appeal
Peterson's
for
behavior
sure.
is a combination of a neural network and algorithms that allow him to constantly learn from his
I do
experiences with
have
everyone who
a
plays our
new
game.
like.
It begins with the
Not
collection
most
of player
wanted
activity.
character for
Mr.
Smash.
Peterson
Yeah, that's
takes
still
note of player
Sora for me,
behavior,
but I gotta
whether or
say,
not
Derek,
most players are likely to hide in
I
a
love
closet,
Ichiban
use
so
a certain
much
escape
that
route,
he is
or certain
Oh.
he's
objects.
instantly
As time
already
progresses and he learns,
I don't know.
on
I
the
don't-
most wanted
did-
list of
behavior may
characters.
To the
change
Yakuza
and
fans
surprise you.
in
How
the
Mr.
chat,
Peterson plays in one encounter
would you rather
with
have Kiryu
might
or
be different from the
Ichiban?
next.
I mean,
All
I'd take
due to
either
his
one, but
encounters
I'm
with
more
the game's
familiar
community
with
as a whole.
Ichiban
In
just
this
because
way,
of Kasuga
the
just haven't
community's
playing like a
experience
dragon.
with Mr.
But
Peterson
I would
Later,
love
faith
changes
in
to.
over
like a
time,
god.
allowing for an
All right,
AI
see you
that's
later.
developed through community actions, replayability, and
I know
people want
stories
Kiryu in
of
Tekken.
neighborhood shenanigans.
Darkrai
But these
King
new
555
experiences
says
go
my
beyond
family has
Mr.
gotten
Peterson.
into a car
In Hello
accident. Wish
Neighbor
me
2,
good fortune.
players
Well,
can
of
interact
course
with
we
Oh,
are
yeah.
hoping for
God,
you
yeah.
and your family.
And these
Yeah,
characters
absolutely.
share the same
You
AI
are
core,
in our
but
thoughts,
behave
and we
differently
really hope your
and have
family
their
is
own
okay.
stories for
Yeah.
you to discover. So while you might think you're just playing the game, you're really
Sucks,
contributing
huh?
to the development and improvement of Mr. Peterson's AI.
Catatonic says Nanba for Smash. I wouldn't
We
disagree
hope
with
this
that either.
presentation
Nanba's
of our
awesome.
AI and development gives you an idea.
Oh, good.
Of what
You get to play
expect
alpha,
in
so
Hello
it's
Neighbor
probably
2.
still really
If you'd like to
glitchy.
try an early
Right.
access version of Hello Neighbor 2, you can check out some of our alphas on the Microsoft Store. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the neighborhood.
All right. What's next?
All right, then.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here
Oh,
we
no,
go.
we're
Okay, she has
Are you a
way
Hello
more
Neighbor
excitement for this
fan?
stuff. Like, I don't think
So
I've seen
I
many
played
games
the
that
first
make me
one,
go.
and I was kind of petrified.
Afterward.
Like he was finding me from every little corner. I remember trying to hide in the rooms, and he was right there waiting.
I
for
just
me.
like,
So the
oh
fact
man,
that
how long are we gonna be doing the whole
Ugh.
talking thing again?
he's even smarter than the first.
We got
game.
3 minutes of trailers or so.
I'm very
Yeah.
nervous.
Well, that was one of the coolest things about the first Hello Neighbor is that he would adapt.
Yeah,
to
this
like,
is,
the more that you would do runs.
This is like a new low for these kinds
Yeah.
of show formats for sure.
It feels like it.
That Mr. Peterson's learning from is frankly.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, it's like, man, I want to care. I really do want to care. I love indies, but this show format is just exhausting.
Neighbors as well. That's super
Mm-hmm.
Max G says Brianna for
of a
Smash.
motivation as to why we're
There you
invading
go.
this man's house,
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like in the first Hello Neighbor, you're just like those meddling kids.
Just show more games. And again, no disrespect to Brianna and Trisha. They're great, but Microsoft really screwed up this format.
That Team 17 is coming out with another game. They're the same developers
just
that made Overcooked, and even
makes the whole thing
style
feel
of the game
so
is
uninteresting.
very 80s and retro.
The Eerie
and
says
it's
these
super
highlighted
realistic
messages
in a
are
way.
so
It's
fake.
super
They do
exciting.
have a
They really
really
do.
thick.
Or they're highly, or people were just sort of gaming the systems. Like, I want to be on
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah.
Art style. I mean, wow.
Kind.
Trailers are blowing me away. It is a great time to be a gamer.
Yeah, that first
It's a
one
great time to
saw,
be a gamer. When have we've not heard that phrase?
Right?
got high praise.
It might be a good time to be a gamer, but it's not a good time to be reacting to this stream.
Okay, so we have a live interview with the Soup Pot devs. We have a live interview with
Ugh.
Among Us devs coming up.
No.
And a live interview with Nobody Saves the World devs. This thing's going to go for a while. And
Okay, we're definitely not doing this whole thing. We can't.
yeah.
There's just no way. Yeah.
No.
Because we both
no,
have places
no,
to be.
no,
Yeah.
no. We got things to do.
Yeah.
Exclusive new game trailers. How about we just stick with those?
Yeah. How about just the exclusive new game trailers? Yeah. Wait. Bander Essen says this is actually 3.5 hours. I don't know if you're just. It seems like it's going to be that long, or if you actually know that that's
It
how
might
long
be
it
the-
is.
That's the thing. I could totally see it being that
It
long.
actually could be. It actually could be. Yeah.
It's not meant to be like an E3 thing. It's meant to be a chill indie event. I get that, but
That's fair. I mean, perhaps we went into this expecting more like a state of play or indie world type thing, where it's
yeah, I
like a
was thinking
shorter
indie world. A
presentation.
short,
Yeah.
here's some indie
Right.
games coming to the system. Wow,
Right.
3 to 4 hours is what's planned.
Oh wow. Okay.
We
Well, that
did not-
changes.
We did not know what
everything.
we were getting into.
We had no
We
idea
had
what we were getting
No
into.
idea what we were getting into.
Yeah. Well, then in that case, yeah, we. Oh,
I guess whenever the next interview starts, we'll probably
We'll
stop.
probably cut it there. All right, we got a few more games at least.
Brendan
Hey,
took in with
Brendan.
another 75 new Taiwanese dollars saying, thanks, guys. I'm tapping out. Take care. Oh, we're tapping out soon, too, but thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you very much. What is this?
Okay. Cooking Mama live action, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, the food looks kind of yummy.
Yeah, it does. As Jason Uloa says, suddenly the GVG boys knew they were in trouble. Right?
Yeah. Oh,
Max
boy.
G asks, can we get Omni as a guest? Yeah, you know what? He's definitely a friend of mine, and I'd love to have him on the show. So I will add him to my list of potential GVG guests. Thank you. Oh boy. Okay, this is where it's time to cut it. I believe. Well, yeah, we can't do this whole 3-4 hour thing. Derek, you got places to be.
They're having mind blown reactions to very simple things.
Yeah, they are, right?
That's cool. We have. I will say, very cool to have 2 Asian women.
Yeah.
For
no,
Mike.
Yeah,
and that does have a very Asian cooking feel.
Right. Well, and I will say, like I said at the beginning of the stream, Microsoft is really killing it with the diversity angle here, and I really appreciate that for sure. And that can't be understated or overstated. But yeah, I guess we're probably good. Yeah, Derek.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if I can.
I don't.
Another interview.
We didn't really even talk about anything they revealed in the last interview, so. Yeah.
Yeah. Doodle D says, you guys got to hold it together. I'm not watching this without you guys. I appreciate that, but unfortunately, Derek does have places to be, and my wife needs to eat the room I'm in.
We have TNT tonight, so.
And we have TNT tonight, yeah. So,
Only
and
got
plus,
so
we
much
just can't watch this for 4 hours or 3. It's
No.
just not. We can't.
We can't.
So we will see you tonight for today's news tonight. And thank you to
a
the
reminder, you can watch that live at the $5 tier. So
yeah, over on patreon.com/gvgaming, you can support us at a range of tiers, starting at $1 a month. But our most popular tier seems to be our $5 a month, which Derek just said is our live audience tier, where you can interact with us and our special guests throughout the show. So would love if you supported us, of course, but if not, just drop a like and a subscribe. We love you either way, and we really appreciate everybody's
thanks
support.
for joining us and making this tolerable.
Yes, thank you so much. We couldn't have done this without you either, so thank you.
Again, not bad,
wow.
just pacing bad. Also, I have Soham Pal. I have no idea what that currency is, but it's rupees. 100 rupees.
Okay.
Thanks so much. Thanks for making this
Thank
tolerable.
you very much.
Food for dogs.
All
right.
Cool. Food for dogs. I will put that down for as well. Thank you for the suggestion. I'm added them to my list. I love the name. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining us for this interesting presentation. For those of you who are going to watch the rest of it, good luck. Good luck. And but we will see some of you tonight for today's news tonight at oh, by the way, we're doing it at 4:30 today. We're going to announce that later, but we had to push it back half an hour today. So 4:30 p.m. Pacific, not 4
We're going to be starting a little bit later, but we should be able to start right off the bat.
Right, exactly. So we will see those of you in our live audience at 4:30 p.m. today Pacific.
All right. Later, everyone.
Alrighty. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Our actual game, like when we saw how much people enjoyed the demo and they really like it, like we feel like we're filling in a gap